Have you ever wanted to get started in working on your fitness, working on your mobility and your stability, but you aren't quite sure where to start with the lower body workouts? Well, today I've got good news for you because I'm going to share with you my top let's get started with lower body fitness workouts, if you can call them that. But here's the thing, a lot of people actually won't call them that, but these are things that I think are so highly underrated, especially for us people with disabilities. I know I go downstairs and I lift the dumbbells and I do the Beachbody programs and I do all of those things to the best of my ability, but the things that I'm going to mention in this video are actually more effective, in my opinion, than killing yourself doing all of this weight training and these program things and whatever. If you need a place to start, if you want fitness to feel accessible to you, then I'm your gal. What are my qualifications? No, I am not a personal trainer. Yes, I am a certified nutrition and wellness coach. However, I do not dabble in the this is your exercise plan type stuff. But my experience, my qualifications is I'm living with Charcot Marie Tooth Disease. I am a disabled body who is a fitness enthusiast of sorts. I ebb and flow between my levels of enthusiasm, but what I do know is I like to move my body, sometimes not because I want to move my body, but because I know that it is good for me. I know that as long as I stay active, I am giving my body the best chance at staying one step ahead of my disability, as it is a progressive disease. So fitness is something that I value. Activity is something that I prioritize, and the things I'm going to share with you today, they may sound simple because they are. They may sound easy, but they aren't necessarily easy depending on your body, but they are 100% effective. So let's dive into my easy but effective lower body workout suggestions. First, a little disclaimer, and I don't know if I need to keep putting this disclaimer on my Disabled Diva videos, but for now I'm going to. Understand that I am giving all of this information from my personal experience. And I know that every body that encounters my videos, disabled body or not, has a different level of ability. As with everything I say, if you want to consult with your doctor, your physical therapist, anything like that, and if you have any doubt, you should. Go right ahead, but also what works for me may or may not work for you. What appears to be simple for me may or may not be as simple for you, and that's okay. I can only share what I know from my personal experience. So that being said, here are my suggestions. If you want an effective workout for not just your lower body, but let's just say like all over body, truly, and a little bit of mental health as well, go for a walk. My friends, walking at any pace, whether you need braces, whether you need your cane, whether you need a walker, I don't care. I don't care if you can go 1 minute down your driveway and back, or if you can walk 3 miles in a session. Walking is free, and it is one of the most, if not the most effective way to health and activity out there. It's wonderful, isn't it? Like, first of all, like I said, completely free. You don't need anything except a pair of shoes. And if you are in a body like mine, I highly suggest making sure you have the right shoes. Do not go walking in a pair of sandals or a pair of flip-flops unless you are 100% confident that you are not a trip risk in those, okay? Because walking can be dangerous for a lot of us. Myself included. Walking for me is a much bigger hazard without my leg braces on than with my leg braces on. I am the proud owner of a pair of AFOs, and while I don't need to wear them all the time, I know a lot of CMTers, including people in my family, who have to wear their braces in order to have any mobility at all. While I don't have that situation yet, I do feel 99.9% more confidence when I'm walking in my braces than when I'm walking without my braces. So when I am running errands, I need to do something fast, or I'm walking distances, I will often have my braces on. So if you are going to pursue walking, I don't care if the distance you're going to go is down your driveway and back. Please wear the appropriate foot gear and use the necessary mobility aids to make sure you can make that walk, no matter how long or how short, safely. But walking is by far, if you do nothing else, if you don't pick up a dumbbell, if you don't do any strength training, and you just go walking, it will do amazing things for your health, both physical and mental. The next thing that is a really, really underrated leg workout, stairs. Yeah, that's it. I told you this was simple. Climbing the stairs. Y'all, I'm the one who's downstairs in her basement gym and I'm doing squats with like 8-pound dumbbells on my legs, but I get winded and my legs burn as I'm walking up a flight of stairs. And it dawned on me that like just walking up the stairs for now, for my functionality and the movement training that my legs need, it might be better if I just repeatedly go up and down flights of stairs rather than focus on all of the squats and all of the deadlifts and all of the in the gym mumbo jumbo. Don't get me wrong, I love all of those things, but like that complicates it, right? When something that would be very simple and wildly effective, especially for those of us with weaker legs, is to simply go up and down the stairs. And I know some of you looked at me and like, simply doesn't even belong in that sentence, Brianna. Trust me, I know. More than one flight of stairs at a time and your girl gets winded and my legs are on fire. No joke. And I like to move my body frequently and I still struggle with stairs. And that's okay. It's just my lot in life. But what I'm saying is if you want a challenge beyond walking, find yourself a flight of stairs and go up it and go down it. And if you decide that's not enough, go up and down it again. I want to know, how many times can you go up and down a flight of stairs before your legs start to burn? For me, it's 1. Maybe on a good day it's 2 or 3, but it's usually 1. And the burning sensation indicates that your muscles are working pretty darn hard, okay? So the seemingly simple act of going up a flight of stairs should not be overlooked as a wildly effective lower body workout. Again, please be careful and use any and all necessary mobility aids or even a spotter or a loved one to walk beside you, whatever it is you need to make sure you go up and down those stairs safely. Thank you. Number 3. Now this is not going to make you stronger, but if you don't do this, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. And if you do this, do it more because I guarantee you we're not doing it enough. And that is stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. My friends, especially my friends with CMT, as time goes by, you can watch your hands start to contract, right? Y'all, we gotta stretch our fingers. We gotta stretch our arms, which is hilarious coming from me since my arm doesn't straighten all the way to begin with. We have to stretch our legs, especially our hamstrings, especially our calf muscles. We want to keep everything as limber and supple as we possibly can. And flexibility training is one of the only ways that we can do that. I don't care how you stretch. I don't care if you need somebody to stretch you. And I'm talking to myself here. This is literally a lecture to myself in the viewfinder. Brianna, you need to be better about stretching because you do not do it enough. Hard stop. Everybody should have a stretching routine. And it's going to look different to everybody, but we do not want our muscles to tighten up. When our muscles get tight, our mobility is less. And quite frankly, we struggle with mobility to begin with, don't we? So we want to make sure, again, we're giving ourselves the best chance that we have to stay a step ahead. And stretching is crucial. Stretching is a huge, huge role. So I'm going to throw it in probably every fitness related video I ever put out on this channel because it is that important. My last suggestion for like optimal but simple fitness stuff is actually something that I kind of just realized, and don't ask me, don't roll your eyes and be like, how did you not think about this, Brianna? Because I'm ashamed that it has taken me this long, okay? Balance training. And I don't mean anything crazy. My husband goes and does this program on the Beachbody app called, or I guess it's called Body now, called 645, and it is core and balance training. It is so difficult. There isn't even enough of the moves in that workout program that I can modify to a way that I can do them to make it worth my time to do the program at all. But my husband loves the program and he's so much more stable and he's so much more strong. He's also not a disabled body. He is a regularly able-bodied man. And so I keep going, how can I get that kind of effective training like he's getting, but in a way that I can do it? And then the other day I was just talking to him, and while I was doing it, I was trying to stand on one leg. And I acknowledged that, and of course, let me be clear, it only lasted about a second and a half before I had to put my foot down, but I acknowledged how the entire side of my body, my whole core, straight through my leg muscles, lit up when I was trying to do that. And I went, hold the phone. You mean to tell me that if I just practiced standing on one foot, I could get an effective balance and core workout? Yes. So do you know what I did the other day? Do you know what I did? And this is fresh in my mind because it's like the day after I did it. Yesterday, I went downstairs and my weight training workout, I wasn't really feeling lifting the dumbbells. I did a couple of back moves, a couple of arm moves, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do balance training today. So I got myself this little step ladder that I used as a stability aid because I'm not going to do balance training without something to hold on to, and neither should you, my friend. Make sure you take any and all necessary precautions to make sure you are safe anytime you are trying to get physical, okay? I held on to thing and all I did while holding on was lift up my one leg and stood on one leg for 30 seconds and lifted my other leg as high as I possibly could. And then I repeated on the other side, and then I did that 2 or 3 times. Nothing crazy. Nothing that to some people would even seem all that difficult. When I tell you that I went about my day, I showered, I did some work, I went to choir rehearsal. When I was standing in choir rehearsal last night, the fatigue that I felt in my legs was unbelievable. And I was like, why? Why am I struggling so hard to just stand? I wasn't in my braces, by the way. And I got home and like getting ready for, like my legs were so tired, and it took me forever to realize that I did the balance training earlier in the day. Literally like 2.5, 3 minutes of balance training, and my legs were exhausted. Exhausted, which tells me, first of all, be careful when you do that, but also what a good workout. What a workout that was exactly what it took to max out my legs personally. And it was so simple. It was so simple. So I challenge you, my friends, if you're looking for another way to challenge your body in a way that it's actually wildly productive and makes a lot of logical sense, work on your balance. Stand on one leg, hold on to somebody and a table and a counter, and stand on one leg. The muscles that you will feel fire as soon as you lift that other leg off the ground is going to shock you if you have not tried this recently. But it will also, over time, if you do it with consistency, along with everything else, if you stretch with consistency, if you do stairs with consistency, if you walk with consistency, and if you do balance training with consistency, you will find progress over time. All of a sudden, it'll get a little bit easier. All of a sudden, you can go a little bit longer or a little bit further or stretch a little bit deeper. And it might not feel like much to you, but any amount of progress is progress, which is why I'm suggesting such simple sounding things as a place to start. If you do these 4 things, your mobility and stability and strength will change. I promise you it will change. If an able-bodied person watching this video right now were to do these 4 things and challenge themselves with consistency, your body will change too. Your ability will change too. Your strength will change too. In this world of overcomplicating literally everything, let's take a step back, let's simplify, and let's get back to the basics of what we might need to challenge our bodies enough to help us continue to grow and be the best and most active versions of ourselves. When you have a progressive disability, it is important that you do everything that you can to be able to stave off progression as long as possible. And while I am fully aware that we are not exactly in total control of that, and I have completely accepted that no matter what I do, no matter how healthy I eat, or no matter how much weight I may or may not lose, sidebar, not trying to lose weight, but that's not the point, or how active I am, I understand that everything that I am trying to do might not help me at all. I understand that it might not stave off the inevitable progression that is coming to me at all. Or it's possible that it does. And I'm going to hang on to that little bit of hope that any time I am actively working on my body, I am actively trying to get stronger, actively trying to be more active, I am taking a step away from that inevitable progression. And that is what I choose to believe, and that is why I do what I do, my friends. So there you go. That is a little get started guide for some really basic but highly effective lower body movements, activities that you can do to gain strength, flexibility, and mobility in your lower body, coming from somebody who is not a personal trainer. My friends, in the comments section down below, let me know if you have any other tips like this, like seemingly simple things that you can do that will actually make a big difference in your body's ability to accomplish life. If you have another suggestion, let us know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to join the Disabled Diva community. I would love to have you as a member of my little part of the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be well, take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.